Yo, what up, YouTube? Knowledge of self-determination. So, I guess I wanted to talk about two things in particular. So I'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Um, I want to say to black people, what we need to start telling all of these other races of people, they need to start holding their own nuts. Because for some reason, all of these other quote-unquote minority groups, every time something tragic happens in their community, it's like they automatically expect us to take up arms with them against a quote unquote common enemy or common foe. However, when it's us, you motherfuckers don't ride with us. You march on the side of the white supremacists against us. So y'all gotta learn how to hold your own fucking nuts. There have been tragedies that have happened in the Latino community. Listen, the shit that's happened in the Asian people is not a tragedy. White people screaming at you, telling you to go back to your own country. You bought COVID over here. You know what I'm saying? People not patronizing your businesses like that or whatever. People, you know what I'm saying, verbally assaulting you in the streets. Boo fucking who. White people out here getting their skulls cracked, being murdered by fucking race soldier ass cops. And because a motherfucker said kung flu, you motherfuckers want to cry. Man, sit your punk ass down, man. Don't anybody trying to hear that shit. Anybody trying to hear that, man? Nobody's trying to hear that. We deal with worse than that on a daily basis. So cry me a fucking river. Now, Latino people have had some pretty messed up things happen, like the young servicewoman who was a victim of foul play. That's a tragedy. I've seen memes and posts on Instagram with people basically saying, in a nutshell, how come black people aren't riding for her or marching in the streets and protesting for her the way we did for George Floyd? Now, what I want to ask is, first and foremost, what in the fuck obligates us to do that? But here's the most important question. Why aren't her Latino brethren out in the streets marching and protesting for her like we did for George Floyd? That's an even better question. Instead of asking us what we're going to do for you, what are you going to do for your fucking self? Why do people keep coming at black people like we owe them something, like we owe the world something? Everything we ever got done for us, we did that shit by ourselves. Some of you may have tagged along and made yourselves a part of. Some individuals, not a large group or majority of you, just individuals, have tagged along and made yourselves a part of something that we've done. But in large, you people identify with European ideology more than you identify with black and African. Black/African, I should say. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. Hold y'all own nuts, man. Real talk. Because y'all got a government who is helping y'all. And helping y'all to displace us. But you still want our help too. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck out of here. Time for being nice and not using explicit words and terminology to express myself is over. Fuck out of here. We've been at war for 500 years. My people are 500 years into a war, and we're just now realizing it. We're just now realizing it. So, some of us anyway, a large majority of us, and even more probably still don't get it. Anyway, moving on. So, I'm gonna ask a question. Should black celebrities just keep their fucking mouth shut? Should they just be quiet? Because we already know this. I think some of them haven't got the memo. And when they do get it, they get checked pretty hard. But should black celebrities just shut the fuck up? Because every time they call themselves speaking up for us, they're using double talk and really speaking up for the enemy, or they end up having to retract and apologize for whatever real shit they actually said, which diminishes whatever argument you made initially. So I'm beginning to think that it's probably best that they just shut up. Just don't say anything, man. If you want to support us behind the scenes, knock yourself out. But when they make you bow down and kiss their ass and apologize, do you understand the psychological ramifications behind that, man? That is a huge blow to the collective psyche. You understand what I'm saying? That even when you're right, they make you wrong and make you apologize for it and punish you for it. So look, black celebrities, listen. I'm gonna just say it like this: if you're not willing to do what John Boyega did, please just be quiet. You really don't help the situation when you come with some real shit and then you punk out. How are you helping the situation? How are you helping the cause? All you're doing is solidifying the idea, the opinion, the fact even, that the celebrity class does not have our back. You may have our best interests at heart, but you can't afford to have our back. For whatever reason, I don't know what happened with Nick Cannon or any of these other dudes. I don't know if they've been threatened, their families. I don't know. Or they just got a huge chunk of money deposited into their account. I don't know. I have no idea. But whatever the case may be, you dudes are hurting us more than you're helping. So if you can't talk, please shut the fuck up. I mean, that's it for real. If you really can't say what you need to say without, you know what I'm saying, without reneging on it and apologizing for it, please stop. Please stop. Because you always apologize and admit that you were wrong about doing some right shit. So in the eyes of the average people, any other black person who repeats the same sentiments are going to be looked at as being wrong for it, because Snoop said he was wrong for that. Nick Cannon apologized. He said he was wrong for that. You're creating a precedent that makes every righteous thing we try to stand up for wrong to the eyes of the world because you're apologizing for it. Please stop. Please stop. If you take my words as disrespect, then you're too immature to have this conversation in the first place. But please stop. You are not helping the cause by jumping out there, you know what I'm saying, bumping your gums, saying shit. And most of you are coming from a real place. I believe it. I believe that your initial reaction is what it is, and you feel like you have to say something. But if you are not going to hold that position, please stop. Please stop. Stop trying to commandeer our revolution and then handing it back over to the people that we're trying to fucking revolt against in the first place. Every time y'all apologize and renege on what y'all say, you're just handing them more and more power, more and more psychological ground. Please stop. You're hurting the real cause. Please stop. And black people, if they won't stop, please stop listening to them. If somebody says some real shit, I'm not telling you to disavow and ignore some realness. Nick Cannon said some real shit. Now, when he starts to retract that shit and apologize for it, that's the shit we need to ignore. You know what, Nick? We like you. We fuck with you, bro. We don't know what they did to you, but from this point forward, you need to lead the real work to us. From this point forward, all celebrities lead the real work to us, because, like I said earlier, you're either speaking out for the enemy using double talk, trying to bamboozle us like we're fucking idiots, or you're saying, oh, there's three options, or you're Terry Crews. You're an admittedly open Sambo. He ain't making no bones about it, man. His middle name is Sambo all day, and he's not fighting. He's not reeling against it. So, there it is. And then you have, the look, man. Fuck. It's frustrating. I'm sorry. I'm losing my focus because it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating, And then you have the ones like Puffy. You got the ones like Nick who want to say something and get in quote unquote trouble and have to retract and renege. You got the open Sambos, and then you have the very clever ones who are a combination of, you know, the revolutionary minded celebrity and the Sambo. They understand and know all our talking points, but they're smart enough to twist that shit and try to bamboozle us to get us to do what they want us to do. Ted Cruz is smart enough to do that, so he's doing the only thing he can do and just be a Sambo. Nick Cruz is very intelligent, but he needs to take a different approach. So all celebrities, look, you know who the people are in the black media. They're out there. You know who they are. If you want to help us, support these individuals. Nobody in the black community is looking for you motherfuckers to come through and just start throwing bags of money at people. We don't care about that. Especially now. Who cares about that? I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your autograph. I don't want a jersey. I don't want a fucking thing from you, except for you to be black. If you're not willing to, or you are not going to stand up and be out there in the forefront and take a stand against white supremacy, then support those of us who will do that. And if you're not willing to do either thing, shut the fuck up and move aside. That's all. That's it. Let me reiterate what I just said. To the celebrities out there, those of you who jump out there with your raw emotion and speak, you're hurting us if you don't stand by what you say. You're hurting us if you're not going to stand by what you say. To the Sambos out there, you're not trying to say anything to help us. You don't give a fuck about us. You care about your paycheck. We're not going to be able to shut you up as long as you're empowered by your white paymasters. But we sure as fuck don't have to support you or listen to you ever again. So good luck having a career in black Hollywood when black people don't support you no more. Good luck with that. And to all of the clever ones who are a combination of the revolutionary minded and the Sambos, those who at one time probably was on some revolutionary type shit, really was B1, and then they got their money. And then their whole perspective changed. And now they are an agent amongst us, wearing our uniform, fighting the bad fight against us for them, while trying to make us believe that they are our friend. So, celebrities who are with the B1 life, who live, eat, breathe, sleep, drink this, if you're gonna support us, please don't come out in public and do it. Support us. Support the black media behind the scenes. Support the people who are making the moves for the black community. Support the Harvest Institute by Dr. Claude Anderson. Support Tariq Nasheed. Support Jason Black. Support these individuals that are out there doing the work. That means more than anything. And if you can't do that, please shut the fuck up and step aside.